Do you like trick-or-treating? Do you like scary movies? Do you like carving a jack-o'-lantern? Do you like Halloween decorations? Do you like anything related to spooky season? If so, then today's video is for you, because we're counting down the top 10 things that make Halloween spooky and amazing. Hello again, ghouls and goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing a good old-fashioned countdown. Kind of similar to the old MTV Top 20 music video countdown, if you watched that back in the day. But today, we're not counting down music videos. No. Today, we're counting down the top 10 reasons why Halloween is the absolute best holiday, the best time of the year, and why we all love spooky season. Now, I'm going to cover just about every reason we love Halloween in this video. But what's going to make its way to number one? There's only one way to find out. You're going to have to watch the entire video to see what gets to number one and what starts us off at number 10. So, sit back, grab some candy corn instead of popcorn, because this is going to be a dive into the reasons why Halloween is great. So let's get into the top 10 countdown and join me if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.
He finds riding his way into the Countdown National Top 10.
Now, if you want to get into the history of Halloween, a lot of people 2,000 years ago referred to Halloween as Samhain, or Samhain as some people refer to it as. Now, this is the time of year when it became known as the darker time of the year, if you will, and it was believed that ghosts and fairies had a veil that allowed them to be more prominent here among the living, if you will. So the history of Halloween is a whole other video that we're going to tackle here on the channel time. So that being said, that brings me to our number 10 spot here on the countdown. October 31st, every year, we wait for it, it's Halloween. But leading up to that, it's the anticipation of getting there. It's almost like when you take a flight or you have a day off from work. That day before your day off of work, the anticipation of knowing tomorrow I literally can Netflix and chill, if you will, and binge out on horror movies. It's that anticipation of knowing you have something to look forward to. Even Christmas morning, you have that anticipation of knowing I'm going to get some cool gifts for Christmas. Halloween is the same way. The anticipation leading up to Halloween is the number 10 reason why I think Halloween is the absolute best holiday. Now, the anticipation leading up to it, we frequent the stores like Spirit Halloween, Target, and Walmart, and we look at all of the merchandise that's available in the stores, and it definitely sets the tone for what we know is coming on the big night of October 31st. Now, it's not just the shopping that sets the mood for Halloween. It's also, especially for me, living in the South, and this goes back to my childhood, it's the feel in the air. The summer days are gone. The sweltering temperatures are starting to finally vanish, and we're getting that cool drop in the temperature during the day. The leaves are changing, the leaves are blowing, and also in the South, there's that smell of tobacco curing in the air. Yes, now I'm not a smoker, but I do enjoy the smell of the tobacco during the fall season, and that definitely enhances the vibe for spooky season. So that's my reason why I think the anticipation and the feel in the air of leading up to Halloween is the number 10 reason why Halloween feels so special.
Happy Halloween from WLFL TV 22, your Fox station in Raleigh, Durham, and Fayetteville.
Number 9.
Number 9 spot here on the countdown, what I just mentioned in number 10, obviously is the stores. And the biggie here being Spirit Halloween. That's right, Spirit Halloween is our go-to store now for Halloween shopping. Of Of course, there was a time when our go-tos were places like Woolworths and Kmart and stores like that. But now, Spirit Halloween, whatever abandoned store you have in your city, you can guarantee that Spirit Halloween is going to set up shop sometime in late August, and you're going to start getting ready for spooky season that year. So it's almost a given that when you see that Spirit Halloween sign that says coming soon on your abandoned Kmart building, on your abandoned JCPenney building, you know that spooky season is not far off. And when you see it, you start craving your pumpkin spice from Starbucks. Sound off in the comments below if that's how you feel also.
This Halloween, Ziggy and Zon's World has everything you need to be anyone or anything you like. Ziggy and Zon's World is filled with accessories, costumes, makeup and masks, decorations too, everything. Scare 'em, fear 'em, goof 'em, spoof 'em, be anything you want to be for Halloween at Ziggy and Zon's World.
At Ziggy and Zon's World, the fun's on us.
Number 8.
Number 8 spot on the Halloween Top 10 countdown goes to movies. Now, in the last 2 decades, movies have become such a staple for Halloween, mainly due to AMC's Fear Fest. When you start seeing those ads for AMC Fear Fest start popping up the beginning of September each year, you know that spooky season is right around the corner, and you know that you're going to spend an entire day just binge watching every Halloween movie that they throw on your TV screen. Now, there was a time before AMC Fear Fest did this that you would watch TV movies. Halloween had an NBC broadcast of the 1978 classic and around 1981. And also, if you grew up like me with the old rabbit ears and the antennas, you would tune in on Friday nights and Saturday nights to your local independent TV station, and they would show stuff like Night of the Living Dead as a midnight creature feature. And of course, this lady right here, Elvira, she always had her midnight matinees where she would show creepy movies back in the day. And even in the 90s, we had Joe Bob doing Monster Vision on TNT. Of course, now he's doing The Last Drive-In. And of course, you don't have to wait for AMC Fear Fest to show it, because now we live in a time where we can stream anything, so we can watch it anytime we want. But definitely the AMC Fear Fest is a staple for the last 2 decades, and when we see that, we know that Halloween is right around the corner.
Hot, hold it! Fanfare, please!
Presenting Elvira.
That gal full of dash whose terms are strictly cash. Huh?
Handpicked by Roger Ebert for the Sex Symbol of the Year award at the 1987 Cannes Film Festival.
Talk about torture.
And what of her movies, you ask?
It makes no difference.
Well, let her explain.
Week after week, that's exactly the kind we show. Week.
Join Elvira for the Movie Macabre, Saturday at 3 on Super 66.
Number 7.
Number 7 on our top 10 countdown would be haunts. Yes, haunts. Now, there was a time when haunts consisted of mainly haunted hayrides from your local volunteer fire department, haunted houses put on by your local fire department, or just any kind of local organization trying to raise money for charity or whatnot, and they would use haunted hayrides, haunted trails, haunted houses, all of that stuff to raise money and fund the volunteer fire department. At least that's how they did it in my area here in the South. But nowadays, it's all of that's still around in some areas, but of course you've got your biggies. You've got the Disney Halloween celebration. You've got Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, which started in the 90s, but now it's just become a big staple for everyone that loves going to haunts. And it's almost like walking onto the set of a real-life horror movie production when you go to Halloween Horror Nights. And of course, you've got Knott's Scary Farm. You've got so many of these haunts that everyone enjoys going to, and that definitely gives you that little scare, that jump scare, if you will, that gets you ready and your heart racing for the scares of spooky season each year.
Tired of Halloween parties that really bite? Come to Knott's Halloween Haunt.
Aren't you
fragrant.
With dozens of horrifying rides, shows, and attractions.
Scared stiff.
It's the biggest and scariest Halloween party
In the world.
with 11 mind-twisting mazes, monsters, mayhem, and madness. So hurry and get your tickets to Nuts Halloween Haunt before it sells out. They're tickets to die for.
Number 6.
Now the number 6 spot brings us back to TV. That's right, Halloween TV specials. There was a moment in time when Garfield's Halloween special, the Charlie Brown Halloween special, flooded the airwaves on network television, when now, sadly, they're all on streaming, but thankfully we can still all watch them. But when you saw those Halloween special commercials, you knew that spooky season was right around the corner. And the whole family, didn't matter how many times you saw it, each year the family would gather around and watch the Halloween specials. We knew what the outcome was going to be. We'd seen it a million times, but it was still a staple for Halloween. Even TV sitcoms and dramas all had Halloween specials. You name it, they had a Halloween special, and it was must-see TV. Now, sadly, Halloween TV specials aren't as much of a thing, but there was a moment in time where they definitely defined Halloween TV viewing for you and your family. And that's why it takes the number 6 spot here on the Halloween Top 10.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back! All the Little Peanuts characters in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. Be sure to join Charlie Brown, Lucy, Linus, Snoopy, and the whole gang for It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
This is CBS.
Number 5.
Now the number 5 spot on the countdown, I almost want to disagree with myself for putting this at number 5. But unfortunately, there's other reasons why Halloween has to put this at the number 5 spot on the countdown. That being said, number 5, Halloween Top 10 Countdown, is the decorations. That's right. Without the Halloween decorations, Halloween would not be Halloween. Whether it's vacuum forms, cutouts, blow molds, whatever it is, animatronics, whatever you use for Halloween and whatever is your passion, it definitely sets the mood and enhances Halloween for yourself, trick-or-treaters, or whatever your reason for putting up the Halloween decorations. Me personally, I keep them up year-round here in my studio because Halloween just gives me that happy place that I can go to. And there's so many different forms of Halloween decorations, honeycombs, you name it. Halloween definitely has the best decorations, in my opinion, which takes us back to our number 9 spot. One of the reasons why we frequent stores, that of course is to buy Halloween decor and Halloween decorations. Again, it doesn't matter if you're into the traditional orange or black or if you're into the modern day pink and pastels, whatever your passion, we all enjoy the decorations for Halloween.
Dr. Rigor Mortis from Subliner's Black Tie Tuxedo and Costume Shop welcomes you to visit if you dare their costume shop. Masks, makeup, color hairspray, props, and much more. Hundreds of costumes to choose from. Subliner's Black Tie Tuxedo and Costume Shop is located at 1019 South Mission Street, Mount Pleasant. Warning, you should not come alone. Bring an escort. If you're afraid to go home alone after you visit with us, we'll send one of our ghouls along to escort you.
Number 4.
Of course, what can top decorations? Well, here at our number 4 spot on the countdown, of course, that would be costumes. What would Halloween be without costumes? Of course, Ben Cooper in Collegeville, the earliest staples I can remember, as you can see right back there with the box. That was my childhood. Again, going to Spirit Halloween, Kmart, picking out your costume. It all came down to that big night. Whether you're even an adult now and you go to a Halloween party, you're still going to get a costume and you're going to dress up. You may even dress up in a costume just to have your trick-or-treaters come to your house. So, sound off in the comments below if you agree that costumes definitely have to take the number 4 spot above decorations at number 5. Because costumes are more or less what Halloween is based off of. And again, we'll touch more on that when I do the history of Halloween video coming soon.
Halloween is coming, and Hollywood Costumes has the Northwest's largest supply of costumes, makeup, masks, and wigs. Hollywood Costumes. Stop by today before it's too late.
Number 3.
Number 3. Of course, Halloween candy. There was even a scary movie called Halloween Candy about a year or two ago. If you go to a house and trick or treat, or if you trunk or treat, naturally you're going for one reason, and that one reason being to get candy. That's to fill up your bag. You may have gotten a bag like this from a supermarket or a fast food restaurant, or you may have just loaded up a trick-or-treat pail or a boo bucket or a pillowcase to get your Halloween night candy haul. And one of the most awesome Halloween candies, of course, is candy corn. Now, naturally, you couldn't get candy corn when you would trick-or-treat because it's not individually wrapped, but candy corn is definitely a Halloween staple for me. When I get that first bite of candy corn, or even the little candy pumpkins, it definitely starts feeling like spooky season. Now, I do want to touch base on this. One of the Halloween candy staples for many, many years, from the 70s right up until the 90s, was the Mr. Bones candy. That's right, it came in a little coffin, and you basically would put it together and it would be Mr. Bones himself. Sound off in the comments below if you ever got Mr. Bones in your trick-or-treating bag, because again, the Reese's commercials, when you see the Reese's commercials pop up, Dracula saying, "I want my Reese's," you know that Halloween is right around the corner. And that's my reason why I think candy takes the number 3 spot here on the Halloween Top 10.
Like so many American chocolate lovers, I was relieved to hear about Hershey's new Bar None. Its unique combination of chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, peanuts, and pure milk chocolate make Bar None the supreme chocolate extravaganza. Bar None, but will it satisfy the chocolate beast lurking in us all?
Number 2.
So what's gonna take the number 2 spot here on the countdown? Well, naturally, like I just mentioned, to get your candy and have your costume, you gotta go trick-or-treating. Now, trick-or-treating is the longest standing tradition, almost, in Halloween's history. Sadly, these days, it's kind of been replaced with trunk-or-treating. But back in my day, trick-or-treating was definitely the highlight. You would go out around 5 p.m. and you would stay out until almost 9 p.m. You and your group trick-or-treating, getting as much candy as you possibly could. It was definitely the highlight of Halloween. That being said, what was at the number 10 spot? That anticipation leading up to the big night where you would put on your costume and go out and get your candy. So that's my reasoning why trick-or-treating takes the number 2 spot here on the countdown.
Garfield and the National Safety Council have some tips for a safe Halloween. Wear brightly colored costumes, short enough to prevent tripping.
I'm wearing this orange cat costume.
Use face makeup or wear masks that are easy to see out of. Trick or treat in daylight and only visit the homes of people you know.
Because you know they'll give you more treats.
Finally, only give or accept tightly wrapped candy.
And use proper trick-or-treating etiquette. Gimme.
Number 1.
Alright, so that brings us to our number 1 spot here on the countdown. What could it possibly be? Well, I'm sure you've all figured it out by now. And that, of course, is carving a jack-o'-lantern. That is the longest standing Halloween tradition, at least in my house, and probably some of yours as well. What better symbol of Halloween than getting that pumpkin a few weeks or even a month before Halloween and knowing that on Halloween night you're going to sit down and carve a monstrous face into it or a cutesy face into it and light it up for Halloween night. Definitely deserves the number 1 spot in my opinion. So that's going to do it for the Halloween Top 10 Countdown. Sound off in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my positions here on the countdown. I'm sure we're going to agree to disagree on some of these. Some should be ranked higher, some lower, but that's what makes it interesting. What may be special to me may not be as special to you, so we'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. So, I do all things spooky, holiday related, Halloween related, and retro related here on Derek BlackHearts Spooky Club. So if you're new here and you like this type of content, how about slashing that subscribe button and join in the club, and be sure to turn on that notification bell so you get notified when I do premieres, live streams, shorts. You don't want to miss a moment of the spooky action here. And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
The dark side is always there, waiting for us to enter, waiting to enter us. Until next time, try to enjoy the daylight.